welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60. So this is definitely not the normal thing that we do because we're playing with a Nissan S15 and it's Brock's Nissan F15. Hopefully you've met Brock before on the channel. You've met them? I don't know.
Yeah,
You've been on the channel.
Yeah.
Brock is the owner of Leeson Engineering and he's the wizard that makes things work that shouldn't work. So this should be right up your alley because this is definitely not looking like it's going to work like we thought it would.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, basically Brock has had this lovely S15. How long have you had the car?
6 years or so.
6 or so years. It is his pride and joy. That is not an original SR20. What engine is in it, Brock?
It's the 1JZ.
A 1JZ, but what have you done to it? Because it makes some power.
Just the basic stuff. Turbo upgrade, injectors, Caltech ECU. Just the normal stuff that you do to any import you want to make power with.
I like how it says basic. Just look at the engine bay, everyone. Just quickly, we'll give him a bit of a rundown. What turbo is it?
Pulsar G30 770.
And you run it on E85. What sort of power does it make?
600 horsepower at the wheels.
And you have basically made everything in this car. I can see we've got some custom sheet metal in there. And in fact, we'll have a look underneath it when it comes time. But it is Brock's pride and joy. He's always had... Actually, you've had 2 different manual setups, haven't you? You've had a...
I've had 3. I've had the R154, the CD009, and the TR6060.
Why do you keep changing manuals?
To find a better one.
Ah, right. Now, he was very happy with it, but he's seen Daniel's E46 M3, especially after the weekend that we had at Glory Days. And you want a bit of that. You want a bit of that auto action, which sounds
like
so
a really
weird.
good time.
Brock still has not driven Dan's car. In fact, you've been in it since it's had the auto.
No, I can't fit in it because his seats don't go forwards and backwards.
Okay. Well, let's hope that this is going to live up to Brock's new expectations of what an 8HP swap is, because you did love this.
Yeah, this was a really good setup.
I reckon he's going to like it more, especially the trans brake and especially the way you can change gear while on power, which is what this torque thing is going to love. We've already started piecing it together, but we want to try and hopefully today get the box mounted in the car. But we've already encountered an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I better just tell him. We're going for an 8HP 70, and we're going to use the N57 torque converter because it's just working absolutely fine in the E46 N54, and this sort of comes on boost similar to that car.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Similar. It's not just a 1J, is it?
No, it is just a 1J.
It is just a 1J.
Yeah.
It's not a 1.5J.
No, not yet.
So it's just a 2.5 litre.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, fair enough. Back to where we were. N57 torque converter. We have an adapter plate. Now this is the PMC adapter plate. Just to make it more interesting, Brock is also doing this with the intention of going to a drift event in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, start of December, I believe.
Okay, so we haven't got long to try and finish it if we have any hiccups. That's why he just got online and he ordered the PMC adapter plate, but unfortunately, it's not quite straightforward, is it? Do you want to just show them what we've worked out so far?
You don't get a lot of bolt hole engagement with this adapter plate. And we also have an interference issue in my tunnel with this section here that doesn't need to be here on this gearbox.
Yes, so what we have ordered was basically, it's a multi-fit adapter plate that fits quite a few gearboxes to the 1J and the 2JZ, which is why it has 4 million holes. However, what we can't work out is this has a different number of holes to all the ones that PMC list online, and we can only get, like we can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, that's it, no, 4. So we only get 4 bolts that line up, there's none down the bottom. Maybe it's going to be fine, but there are provisions. Hopefully you can see here, we're going to tap that one and tap that one into the adapter plate, and yeah, like Brock was just saying, because this hits his tunnel, this section here, which doesn't need to be there, it will be for one of the other gearboxes that this adapter fits, so you might do some trimming and hopefully do less bashing on the tunnel of this relatively good condition S15. What's next?
We'll try and put it in the car and modify the adapter.
Yes.
Try and put it in the car.
Let's get on with it. Okay, so Brock's done some, what tool did you use to get that measurement there?
A Sharpie.
I used a Sharpie. All right. And you're going to cut that off with a battery circular saw.
It's a metal cutting circular saw.
It's just going to cut through that. All right.
Cut straight through it.
I want to watch you do it. Go for it.
I want to watch your ears.
Okay.
Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. Up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.
Easy.
That was pretty quick to cut through a big chunk of aluminium. Bloody hell. All right, fit it again and see how it goes. All right, so something we probably should have done earlier is gonna see how it fits up on the block.
Oh, still some
If it fits in the block.
bits that
no.
touch. That's all right. We can. I got to move the motor around a little bit anyway.
Who put this engine so far back?
No idea.
So has that gone on?
Yeah,
It
it's
has.
really good.
But you are gonna be
Yeah, we'll take a
experiencing-
little bit of material out of here. We might just knock it up with a hammer a little bit,
Yep.
but we should be good.
Oh, cool. I was just saying, Brock has got a custom section in here for one of... What manual box did you have that for?
It was a Jericho DR4, basically an 80s NASCAR box.
Oh, right. Slight modification to
I've
the
had a lot of
tunnel.
gearboxes.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get this one in without too much drama. All right, so we're just checking clearance with the starter motor, and because of
See
the
if we can
way
see it. I'll
this
pull it
particular
out.
starter, yeah, we won't even need to modify the 8HP. So that's good. It's one less thing to cut up.
What we will need to do is drill out the back side of the starter and run the bolts through the back of the starter into the...
I could factory that
adapter.
bolt that way, don't I?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, that's no problem.
That's all right, we can do that.
Cool.
It makes it a pain to do if a starter motor fails at a racetrack or something, because then you have to drill the starter at the track to replace it.
Oh, of course.
I wonder if we could find a solution that'll keep it an OE fit for the starter, maybe later in the future.
He's never happy with just leaving it as it is. He's got to make it better. Right. How close is it gonna go?
Let's hope for a slip straight in situation.
No chance.
No chance. He's so negative.
Oh, it's pretty close.
We're really close.
Holy crap, man. You haven't even bashed anything yet.
No, not yet. Spikey's over there bashing on something, no?
Spicy boy. Yeah, that's...
We're close, but we're not going to go without a little massaging, I think. A couple little areas over here.
this side needs to come down
This side needs
to go up.
just here.
Ah,
It's not too bad though. It won't take too much work to get it in there.
damn. All right, cool.
Let's do it.
Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons fly, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah.
Well, that took Brock about 30 seconds. It's moved a lot of metal.
It's an animal.
All right. It is an animal, much like you said. Right, let's see if it fits. All right, moment of truth. Has he got to ruin more of his collectible S15?
Collectible. Everything's collectible.
Yeah, you just have to collect them. Hold on, back a touch, yep. Alright, you are
Oh, look at me move over a little bit.
down a bit here to get the dowel. It's pretty close actually, just there.
It needs to
Angle
rotate towards me. Come and have a look here, Brock. You'll see where the dowel is.
Oh yeah. So we need to come up on this side a bit. I might loosen the
Drop this bolt in and you should be able to just jack it.
I might take this off though. Get the safety strap off. Now it can't fall out.
Here we go. One more bolt,
One more bolt.
please.
What size would you like?
40 mil long, I guess.
40.
Yes, please.
Cap screw or
Yeah, go cap screw.
we don't have a 40 cap screw.
Okay, Brock, we have a little bit of an issue, and a little bit being that the trans hangs about 40 mil lower than the chassis rails.
Yeah,
And
and,
that-
on my drift car, which is fairly low anyway, it does suffer some minor scrapes on the track sometimes when a mistake is made.
Yes. So, yeah, Brock's obviously quite concerned. Well, this is going to be hitting the ground because you sit it so that these skirts are nearly on the ground as it is.
Yeah, that's right.
However, you, the man that just makes things work, think you might have a solution to the gearbox being 40mm too low?
Yeah, I think we can move the engine forward a little bit. I've got a little bit of room up here already.
Yeah.
And I can also move the top of the radiator forward a little bit more.
Okay.
So I think we'll be able to move the motor forward maybe 20 or 30mm, which
Yep.
will give us more room in the tunnel to bring the box and the engine higher, and that'll also help with our tail shaft angles to get the pinion angles correct for the tail shaft.
I didn't even start thinking about the tail shaft pinion angles. Right, but hope, can I borrow that torch? I'll just show them. So basically what Brock's going to do is move the whole engine and gearbox forward 20 to 30mm,
Yeah,
maybe?
see how much we can get when we move the radiator forward.
That's going to bring this section further forwards, and the more we bring that forwards, the more we can go upwards and get some height. Basically, Brock had sat the engine as far back and down as he could with the previous setups for weight distribution.
For that and for fitting a decent sized cooling package in this.
Ah, okay. So it isn't sitting in where most people would have their 1J, 2J sitting in an S15, but you're going to make it work.
We'll make it work.
All right. I think that's going to be enough of an intro into this project. I'm not sure when this video is going to go out. It might be today. It might be in 2 weeks. But hopefully he will have it driving in the next couple of weeks with a bit of luck. You have got the Lamiks coming. Yes, you just got to remake the entire drivetrain location and should be good. All right, I am going to film the whole process. I'll probably put this out today, just a bit of a fill-in, and keep you guys up with the build, because I want to show everyone how complicated it is to do this. There's a few people, and you've seen an S15 with an 8 HP?
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen an S15, but I've seen a few 1Js, 2Js with 8 HPs, and nobody talks about all the little fiddly niddly things that are involved in making it fit, which is what we want to show you guys and share a bit of Brock's brilliance when he makes it all work. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Brock.
Anytime.
I can't wait to see him skidding it. We'll catch you on the next one.